Hi there, this is Lavender Town, and today we are going to be drawing Melanie Martinez. Melanie Martinez is an artist who was first seen by the public on The Voice, but now she has her own style, her own music, and she's really well known for the creepy cute, childish, with an edge kind of look. And I really like it. I think it's super cute. I've always loved creepy cute art and creepy cute aesthetic in general, so I thought it's about time I do a proper fan art of her. I really have been listening to the Crybaby album like crazy. I want to get the vinyl so that I can get the big storybook that she made with it. And yeah, I'm a really big fan of hers. This is actually my first YouTube video where I am speaking over the drawing as well as having music, and there's two reasons why I'm doing this now. The first being that I've seen this format work really well for other art-based YouTubers like Bailey J. It seems to just make the video more dynamic, I guess, especially considering the fact that I'm not able to use like intense Vocaloid music or Carry Pammy Pammy or all the stuff I used to like to draw to because of copyright and that sort of thing. So in order to break up the royalty-free sort of generic music that I'm having to use, I thought I would also talk. And hopefully it's interesting and gives you guys a little insight on to how I approach drawings like this. So right now I'm doing the first pass of the shading on her skin. I'm using a brush called the Lush Oil Brush, and it's from a brush pack that I got from Kyle T. Webster. I know a lot of people are really hesitant to spend money on Photoshop brushes because they're like, it feels like they're not real, but let me just tell you, $15 for this, as many brushes as you get from the Kyle T. Webster brush pack is really worth it, especially considering how much you already had to pay for Photoshop. It makes Photoshop way easier to work with, especially as an illustrator, so it's something I got really recently, and I'm absolutely loving it. I used the Inking Thick and Thin brush for the inking, and I think it looks a lot better and more natural than like the default round that I used to use from Photoshop. So the way that I'm coloring this is I laid down all my flats in the first part of the video, and now I'm just selecting them with the magic wand, and that way I can do all my shading without having to worry about getting it on the other parts of the drawing. I'm trying to give her hair some like flowy dimension, not look so flat. And doing that to her socks and all that kind of stuff. I get a little sloppy towards the feet just because I know nobody looks at the feet, but I think I go clean it up later in the drawing. I should also mention now that this husky voice I have right now is actually not my default voice. This is the result of a cold that's lasted, I think, 20 days now, and it's killing me, but I really wanted to do this to finish up this video, so I thought, well, I'll just do the voiceover now anyway, and maybe next video you can hear my normal voice, which isn't quite so sultry. So yeah, usually my technique is I have a flat color that's sort of in the middle of what I want the colors to be, and then I go in with dark, and then I clean up with highlight. And I do it really splotchily on like the teddy bear so that he looks fluffy, and on her dress I'm trying to make it look like she has a heavy fabric dress that is flowing a little bit. Yeah, sorry about my voice, guys. It's a little worse than I thought it was gonna be, so bear with me. So yeah, in the future, if you have any questions about how I do my drawing or Photoshop or anything, just leave them down below and I'll answer them in my next video. And hopefully I'll get better at this voiceover thing. I know I have a lot of ums and uhs and all that kind of stuff, but it's just a matter of practice, so we gotta get these awkward first videos out of the way. Since this is my first voiceover video, I thought I might tell you what microphone I'm using. I'm using a blue Snowball microphone, so blue being the company and Snowball, I believe, being the type of microphone. It was about $60, I believe, and it's actually pretty decent. It has a little tripod at the bottom, and it gives you some audio you can actually work with. Because, yeah, trying to make YouTube videos with voiceover when you're just working with your built-in microphone is not good. You're going to spend so much time trying to comb through your audio to get all the noise out that you're going to be wasting a lot of time. And it's just invest in a good microphone because they are a delight to work with. But I digress. What I'm doing now is highlighting with a hard highlight. So I had my oil brush doing the sort of lighter color highlights, but now I'm in with a white, and I'm using the inking thick and thin brush that I used for the line art. And I'm basically just doing this to give the like very brightest highlights, just to put them in. And that can make things look plasticky or shiny, like her knife or the fork or the blocks. It just allows stuff to look more hard and more glossy. So I finished that up, and now I'm coloring the lines. So the way I do that is I create a clipping mask over the ink, and I go in and just draw a darker color that's similar to the color of whatever I'm drawing over the line art of. So like a darker skin color for her arms, a darker teddy bear color for the teddy bear, that kind of thing. And overall, the effect that this causes is it makes the whole drawing look a lot softer. And whether you do this or not is totally up to you, like stylistically. I still don't know if I prefer the black line or the colored line version of this illustration yet, but I thought I'd try both. It definitely does soften up the painting and make it look more like a painting rather than a digital piece of art. Yeah, it's something that I've just started trying to do. When I went to art school, I was really invested in the very like glossy, clean digital look. And when I got there, I found out that a lot of people don't actually like that very much. So I had to sort of adapt and find ways to make digital look more like traditional and softer and less shiny. But I still oscillate between the two, sort of whenever I feel like it. So at this point, I've about wrapped up the painting, so I'll just show you. This is my sketch that I worked from. Originally, she was holding a microphone, but I changed it in the ink to a knife, sort of a nod to her Alphabet Boy video that she just released. It's always nice to go back and look at all the steps you took before. After you finish the final, just remind yourself that you've done a lot of work. I'll just show you some details now of the final. So, you know, the teddy bear's face, the knife, all the little details on her legs, that kind of thing. Yeah, overall I was pretty happy with this one once it was finished. I thought the colors went together pretty well. There's always things that I would change, but overall, yeah, I think it's a pretty alright piece of fan art, and I hope you enjoyed watching me make it. If you'd like to see a JPEG of the final image or more of my work, check the description box for links to my Tumblr, my Facebook, and all that good stuff. Thanks again for watching.